makes me look like I'm just all black.
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm chilling, man. Close my window so I won't look like I'm in a shadow back here, bro.
What's up? You be lifting weight? You look like you be lifting weight, man. Got all
hitting weight, son. Hitting weight, son.
It's been a long time. You know, this is Ty from Housakicks.com. You already know who I am right now. And, you know, I'm getting a little old here. I got gray hair everywhere. You know, that's what happened, man. Hairline, receding, everything, man. I wasn't always like this. But anyway, man, today, in today's topic, what happened is, man, I walked into like Foot Locker and a bunch of like these like retailers, you know, like DTLIs, whatever, City Gear in your area, and Finish Line. And what I see on the wall is like a bunch of NMDs like sitting. It never used to be this way. Like NMDs used to sell like this. And I'm talking about like the exclusives, like the triple black, the triple red, and some of the collaborations, some of the Primeknits with all, you know, they're sitting like the tricolor, a bunch of them. And actually some of them are going on sale. Like I found someone say, I won't tell you how much, but I found them the other day and I was like, uh-oh, what's going on? And if you go on Foot Locker now, you've seen a bunch of them NMDs on their website still sitting full size run. So the question is, do you think the NMD is going to be like the Roshe Runs or the Nike Roshe? I've never grasped how to say Roshe the right way. First of all, I'm African, so you understand I got an accent. And so for me to say, I just don't know. Anyway, that's between quotation marks. But the question is, do you think that's going to happen where the adidas NMD is going to soon die and people aren't going to be interested in it anymore because they're making way too many colorways? What do you think, man?
I'm over here. Let me turn down speaker. I got an echo.
All right.
Is the adidas NMD going to die? The Roshe Run. All right, first things first. The Roshe didn't die. I think what you have to do is ask the question, right? And put it in the frame of is the Roshe dying for sneakerheads or for the sneaker community that like really loves kicks and they resell kicks and do everything else? That community, because now you can't take a Roshe and you can't flip it. So I guess what we have to do is change the question and say, I'm going to type it over here. Will the NMD stop reselling like the Roshe has? I'll put that over there to the side too, right?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I think that might be a better question. Will the NMD stop reselling like the Roshe has? And this is the thing. The top 2016, right? The top 10 shoes. The Roshe Run was #4 last year in sales. So the Roshe is still hot.
Is it?
Yeah, the Roshe was #4 last year for 2016. So that's according to the retail information from the NPD group with Matt Powell. You know, now we know for a fact that now I don't know what their data source is, where it comes from. What I assume is that they're getting information from Foot Locker and from Finish Line, but I don't think they're getting information from like City Gear, DTLR, Amazon. So I think there's a considerable part of the market that's missing for that data. In other words, data can be kind of shaped. You know that just like I know.
So you think they're a little biased?
I don't know if it's, I don't think it's biased. I just think that, you know,
it's not sufficient.
Sense of is missing. You know, so no, though, if we're talking resale, the Roshe Run is dead. I mean, you can I could have picked up some Roshes the other day for $19.99. Right? So, and I still wouldn't buy them though, because I know for a fact that I couldn't get $39.99 for them.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, the Roshe Run is dead. The Roshe 2 never took off. Never. I don't think for anybody. Nike clearance store, and they're all over the shelf. You can get them cheap. 30% off, you can get them for really cheap. You know, now I'm sure people are buying them for $49.99. You know, but as far as resale, the Roshe is dead. It's a wrap. So, you know, will the NMD be like the Roshe? And what do you think? I gotta bounce it back to you, and then I'm gonna think about it for a second. I gotta bounce it back to you. What do you think?
Okay, here are my thoughts. I think they might, especially the general release, the ones that everybody can get. You know, places like Journeys are getting NMDs now. Journeys is getting them, like a bunch of places are getting NMDs. So the NMD kind of loss is a little, I don't know, it felt like at first when it dropped, it was a little bit like, not iconic, that's not the word I want to use, but it was kind of like hard to get. But now that adidas have realized, okay, a lot of people like it. They're making too many of them. And what's going on is there's too many colorways. Every time you turn around, there's like another colorway, and people are getting tired of it. It lost its uniqueness. You see what I'm saying? And most of all, I think a shoe like the New Balance 247, NB247, people need to think about it. Those 247 are probably one of the best casual / lifestyle shoes I've ever seen. But people are still like, in their mind, they're still thinking the NMDs, where is that? You know, I want to get the NMDs. But you start opening your mind up a little bit. And I think the NMD is going to eventually die, because when people realize those NB247 are just as good or even better, the NMD, so people need to like start shifting the way they think, man. There needs to be a shift in the way people think. Like, you need to start embracing other brands and not just be like once like site, you know, not what I want to say is don't just like, okay, I'm only Adidas, I'm only Nike. Try other brands. Some other brands are like much better. And the 247, I guarantee if you put those on your feet, you might just throw out all your NMDs, man. And first of all, check this out. I gave my wife a pair of NMDs the other day, and I know they're not workout shoes. So she went to trying to do weightlifting with it, and she came back. She said, "Man, these are horrible. I can't use this for workout because there's not that whatever the midsole is not thick enough. So those boosts, that midsole is not good. So it doesn't really give you enough bounce when you lifting weight, which the NMD wasn't made for that. But she used the Huaraches, and she loved the Huaraches because she feels more comfortable. There's more cushion. That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta like really go out of the NMDs, where's that? So I want to look cool. The 247 look just as good, man. Especially the olive color. Those shoes are sick. And I think when the consumer begins to think about, okay, I want to spend money. Why am I going to be paying $130 for a pair of NMDs if I can buy the NB247 for $89.99, which is pretty much even better? It's made with like breathable mesh. It has the Rev-Lite cushioning, and it looks good. It looks just like a sock-like booty, and everything is just nice, man. So I don't know. I think once the consumers start to think more about how they spend their money, they're going to think about it. Say, you know what? Why am I paying $130 for a shoe when I can pay $89 for the same kind of shoe? Looks almost the same, and he has better quality. That's the thing lies that the consumer has to be more smart, and a lot of people are just flocking to NMDs, and then in the process they lose their mind and they're paying $130 for a shoe. That I don't think that shoe should be more than $100. I think the most they should charge for NMD is like $85 or maybe $90. But $130 for a shoe that's not delivering that much cushioning and that much. I mean, and I feel like, I don't know, man. That's just me. I won't spend that kind of money on a shoe when I get some other shoe and then get the same benefit better. So I think at some point it's gonna die out. What you got on your feet right now?
NMDs.
You try to do 47? Man, I'm sitting you got an NMD on your feet.
I can't really talk trash, man. I'm right. I mean,
that's terrible, man.
Dude, this is the thing. The NMD is not a workout shoe. We know that. It's not a workout shoe. The shoe's dope. I mean, I can't, for something so simple, it's just a piece of material. I'm stunned that it's $130 because I did an article on the website, right?
Yeah.
The fact that layers and a lot of different, you know, if you got a toe box on a shoe, if you have a suede build, and then you have mesh underneath the suede, and then you have all of these different layers and sections to the shoe, the medial, the lateral, and all these different things. The NMD, the Flyknit, the Primeknit, all these different knit shoes, they're made on one machine, they're stitched, and then the back of the shoe is basically stitched up the back. There's not a lot of production value on that shoe, man. It should be a much cheaper shoe, but it's not. Now, I guess, you know, with the NB247, I've seen them, man. Yesterday, I actually went to the store, and I saw the Salmon 7. Hands down, man, easily the best looking shoe that was in the store at that moment. That was against the Ultra Boost and Primeknit, everything. That NB247 Salmon was probably one of the cleanest looking shoes, and they had the Mint and the Salmon NB247s. Now, I'm not trying to create the hype train. Obviously, I'm wearing NMDs right now, so I can't act like, you know, this or that. But you're right, man. That NB247 is dope. And you go and you take a look at the Asics mid knits, the Asics knits, they look better than the NMDs. So, and they're 150. And see, and that's the problem. I think what's happening is everybody's diving on this knit train, and everybody wants to release a knit shoe, but they're releasing these shoes that don't have any construction. They're not really performance shoes. They're just basically shoes, and they shouldn't be that expensive. And Nike, that the Roshe may not have a resale value. Top 10 for shoes sold. The NMD is now starting to become a bigger shoe for Adidas. Will the NMD hit that resale wall? You know what? I'm going to say yeah. I'm going to say yeah, and I'm going to give it a date. I'm going to give it a date. I got to think about it a little bit more. I think it's going to hit the resale wall, able to garner much more than $40 above retail. NMDs that go for $200 to $250 anymore. It's going to adjust down to about $169, which is kind of standard. That's basically 30 plus shipping. 60. I think it's going to be hovering between 160 and 180 because people are going to buy it. There's so many discounts out there right now that if they start discounting the NMD, then people are going to start waiting for the discount or move on to something else. But you know, that's just the sneaker community. So the NMD is going to hit a wall, and I say that the NMD is going to hit a wall in the middle of this summer. This summer, not next year. I say the middle of this summer, and I think what's going to happen is people are going to still be buying it, but you won't be able to flip it like that anymore. You know, so that's really, unless it's an extremely limited shoe, like the Bape NMD. Yeah, if you get a Bape NMD, then people are going to come in and buy that. You can flip that, but you're not going to be able to flip that NMD, man, anymore. I think it's going to run its course. It's starting to flood the market with those shoes. And one of the things that made that shoe cool was that it wasn't flooding the market. There weren't that many of them around. You know, it was a commercial release, but it wasn't that many of them coming out. There weren't that many of them. You know, so like you said, man, I can't sit up here in front like, you know, I don't like the shoe. I like the shoe. I think, you know, and I haven't bought the NB247 because, I mean, you know, I do love what they look like. But at the same time, you got a few other brands, man, that are releasing shoes right now that are kind of lightweight, cushion walking shoes. And I think the market is going to open up a little bit more for some private companies like New Balance. I think Clay's going to sneak in with some stuff. Brand Black, I think, has the potential to sneak in with a really nice casual shoe. And a few other companies, man, that are going to kind of pop up that we never heard of and don't, you know, play the big baller. That ain't popping up. But, you know, you got a few other companies that might pop up and do something.
Yeah, I agree, man. Well, you know, I just think if Adidas want to be smart, they're gonna start dropping their prices. They need to just like kind of drop the price, man, because this 120. Well, they can't because they've already set that bar. And if they go low, then it's gonna kind of, yeah, I guess it's gonna hurt them. So they're gonna keep riding that train until you say in the middle of the summer. You know, eventually we'll see what happens. But
we'll see. They're gonna start getting marked down. I think the shoes are gonna start getting marked down. I think some of them are going to be left on the shelf, particularly the XR1s.
The XR1 is the worst one they've ever released. That one is
the XR1. It's $150. Retail is $150. The Primeknit, I think, is $170. And then you do have some Primeknit NMDs that are $170. And for instance, the white and gum, the gum pack NMD, still in stores, still sitting. I think it was what, 170 or 180?
It came out a couple of 4 or 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, but it was 170 or 180, and people didn't buy that thing. Initially, you could flip it for like $225. Now, it's sitting, man. You know, people aren't buying that thing like that. And then the XR1 with the camouflage, it did good for like a short amount of time, and then it just kind of died off. It's not selling that well. So you can get the white camo XR1 for a pretty cheap price. You can get the black camo XR1. The different ones, man.
Yeah, I agree, man. You know, anyway, we're gonna wrap it up here because we don't want you guys to get bored, you know. You know, the conclusion is we say what we had to say, so we'll see what happens. We're gonna wait till the middle of the summer and we'll see if my man Chris is right, you know. But I do think they're gonna die sooner than we think. So stay tuned for more stuff. We're gonna have some more topics coming at you, and because we kind of like took some time off, we're too busy, man, with our website. Do check arch-usa and Housakicks.com because we're giving you guys some good information on the website on a daily basis, and it's
really good information.
It's just really me and him work.
I mean,
we don't have nobody else doing the work. We're doing all the work ourselves. So, you know, just check it out and then let us know what you think, man. So y'all have a good afternoon and enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. Don't go out there and food.
Also, we gotta really, and this is not begging or anything else, man. Go to Housakicks.com and look at the website and share the articles. A lot of time, man, to write these articles, and it's not just, yo, this your boy with the colorways. Nah, I mean, we ain't doing all that, man. We're sitting here, we're writing these really good articles, and we're spending time on it. And we want you guys to really get smarter about the sneaker business, man, because we are now getting to the point where we're getting older in this game, and you need to be an owner in the business. You just can't keep flipping, man. You got to be an owner. And the only way we do that is if we empower you guys and give you the information, business, and help you know more. So make sure you go to Housakicks.com, check out the website, share the articles if you see something good. Go to arch-usa.com. More important, the stores. I shut down a $500,000 store to move everything to art. I lost almost everything in the process of doing that. Why did I do it? Because I want you guys to see what the process looks like of rebuilding. But go to the websites, learn. There's tons of jobs out there in the sneaker industry, but we're not getting them because we're not knowledgeable enough outside of colorways. We need to know more. We need to do more. And make sure you subscribe on YouTube. So subscribe to Tayyib. You can go to Art by CCBARCHBYCCB, and you can subscribe to me over there. And man, hit us with questions, with requests. We're ready to get them, and we're excited to be back doing the show. We're gonna cut it off though, because now it's getting like 16 minutes.
All right.
Deuces.